So there's reports that Velma did really well for its first day. Cartoon Network on Twitter says Velma was the most #1 top trending animated series on HBO Max today. They're trying to say it had a really good day. The network is saying that. What does that even mean? They didn't release any numbers, so I don't know. I can tell you what this show is ultimately going to be known for. It's not this. It's going to be known for having the biggest drop-off after the first time it came out. So, a lot of people probably checked it out the first day. But when you look at the reviews for the show, they're not doing very well. And that's among critics and audiences. A lot of people probably checked it out because Velma is it's part of a big franchise. Scooby Doo is very popular. It's been around 52-something years. A long time. A long time. I don't think this had anything to do with people making videos on it. If anything, people might have been curious. But there's been a lot of franchises where people have made a lot of videos on stuff. He-Man, for example, didn't have a very good time when it was on Netflix. Masters of the Universe, their little reboot, the Kevin Smith one. Remember that? That show fell off of their charts real quick. It's going to be the same with this one. What they're doing with this is trying to say, haha, our show is super popular no matter what the reviews say. It's not going to last. Within a week, after episodes 3 and 4 drop, because they drop 2 a week, they're going to fall off the charts. Because I've seen the first episode. It was so bad, I couldn't go watch the second one. It's like 20-something minutes. It felt like an hour. It's an awful show. It's not funny. It is the wokest of woke comedy. The review that I read that came out a few days ago where it said it's all about white people bad. That's the show, basically. That's the show. Oh, and also men are betas because Norville, a.k.a. Shaggy, is a beta simp. And, of course, Velma and Daphne also have a lesbian relationship for some reason out of nowhere. But that's in there, too. So, yeah, I'm sure this show is going to be a massive hit. It's going to have a huge drop-off is what it's going to be. I can't wait till the numbers come out from Nielsen in about a month. First, we'll get the first week, then we'll get the second week, and that's going to really tell the story. But let's go back to these reviews. First off, the audience score now dropped down to 7, which is hilarious. Critic score went up. But the thing to note here is both agree the show is shit. What's funny, though, and not a surprise at all, of course, Screen Rant, now the second outlet to do this, comes out and says, Scooby Doo spinoff, Velma show review bombed on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Velma, a Scooby-Doo animated spin-off show, is being brutally review-bombed on both IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes in the wake of its release. Every time. Can't the show just be shit? And you're not just talking about audience scores now. You're also talking about the critics. So the critics are review-bombing it? Isn't it funny that every time a bad show comes out, it's labeled as review-bombing? Every single time. Is it possible that the show is just bad? I don't know. I mean, it may be something to think about, Screen Rant, but Screen Rant doesn't want to talk about that. What they want to do is damage control. It's funny, so I guess Warner did send out those tote bags. I wonder what was in them. What kind of tote bag did Screen Rant get? Like a mystery box, maybe, to go along with the mystery gang? I don't know. What's in that mystery box? Does somebody get like a 1 in 10 chance at a Scooby-Doo #1 comic book from back in the day? I don't know. A lot of money to people that work at Screen Rant, I'm sure, because nobody goes to this damn website unless they're looking for content, like me, looking for something to talk about. And sure enough, who is review bombing Velma and why? The real question is, do they call you racist and sexist? Here it is. Velma, even if the majority are mirrored in racism and sexism. There we go. Pull out the bingo card because here we go again. By the way, it's funny that they're not talking about the fact that some people are mad that they're sexualizing teenagers. In the first episode, all of the female characters, well, Velma and Daphne, are naked in the shower. In the show, you know how old they are? Like 15. Funny that they wanted to put a scene like that in this show. Just saying. So, yep, if you don't like this show, you are a racist and a sexist. Now, they don't have comments on there, but the actual tweet has comments. And you can see what people are saying. Here's one. You're misinformed about what is happening. This series sucks, and nobody's review bombing it. Grow up. Here's some more. That's the second one. Have you considered the possibility that it sucks? It's pretty right there. Conservative X says, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, and sometimes a shitty show is just a shitty show. Corey Robbins says, the fact that it is horrible never crossed your mind? It's very true. Hear me out. The show is terrible. You can't say every show that gets panned is review bombed. The characters aren't even like the characters in Scooby Doo. It's like 4 random people wearing Mystery Gang Fortnite skins. It's pretty spot on, actually. John Williams here says, carry that water from mega corporations, Screen Rant. Wouldn't want to compromise your access. We need someone to solve this mystery. This is funny, it's like, because like this account here. Oh, satire, but they're still having fun. Nobody's review bombed it. You just can't accept its poorly written, unfunny series that completely failed to find an audience willing to sit through it. Wait. You are honestly trying to say that critics are the ones to be trusted? Critics don't like it either, too. But yeah, they are trying to say critics should be trusted. Critics should be trusted. You can trust them, but not the regular people. They're review bombing it. This is just the same. It's the same tired story over and over again when this happens. Review bombing. Oh no, that can't be. The show must be good. It's obviously those delusional fans. I just find it funny that this happens. And what I find even funnier is when they line up. Like, this is critics and audiences both agreeing that this show is garbage. 53%, 7%. The point is both are rotten. But it's not the critics, it's the audience. How they always go after you blows me away. Like, these people depend on you. You would think that these websites would be more in line with audiences because they depend on audiences to keep them afloat. And these sites just attack audiences every chance they get. They go after fans. It's confusing to me because they need you for survival. I think you are going to see a lot of these sites close this year. I do. I think a lot of these sites, Screen Rant, Polygon, Kotaku, I think a lot of them, the Mary Sue, they're all kind of on their last limbs. And I think within a year or two, some of them will shut down. It's been long overdue. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble, my locals. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.